on the edge here. And Zebre just slipping through the gears nicely. Machera, two props looking to impress the Italian coaching setup.
Don't need to chase anything Cardiff here now.
Big collision.
No lift.
The Cardiff player stay down. First opportunity to Bertaccini, wearing 13. His first start for the Zebre Parma. And fly half is Montemauri in his second season for the team, and Cardiff just coping at the minute, and that's a slip tackle from James Botham.
Yeah, they're patient initially, Zebre, but they're playing everything in between the 250-metre lines so far. It's making Cardiff's defence a little bit easier to do. They need to get into these 15s, play to these edges.
Jelic gets it away. Locatelli with the carry. Kroom off again with a little just tip pass, bringing another forward in. It's been all Zebre as of yet, but haven't had any change yet from this Cardiff defence, and it's in one stripe and it's turned over. You felt it was coming, Richie.
Yeah, backfield space as well for Cardiff. They've got to notice this.
The's no full back. Ben Thomas does spot it. Bounce could be favourable and it could be on, and it beats everybody.
Yeah, unfortunate for Zebre. Naturally, the more phases that you go through, the more chance of an error there is. It got to 13 phases. There was some nice stuff in it, but it's just an accidental foot. It's the worst thing you need as a 9 from Jelic. Just on a forwards foot coming through. Quick turnover. Ben Thomas has spotted that space in the backfield.
Yeah, when the ball is available, please play it away. Okay, thank you very much.
Well, big ask for this man, Jelic, fourth choice scrum half at Zebre. A couple of international selections, a few injuries. It's not the ideal preparation for your first game of the season.
No, it's not indeed. A 9, it's one of those positions where it's so key. It's a focal point. You're in that spine of your team. Everything goes through your half-backs, through your 8s and through your hooker. So it's going to be interesting how much pressure Cardiff try and get on him to this evening.
Big season for Teddy Williams. He's now a Wales international. There's so many of this young Cardiff side. They need him to step up. 3 steals for Teddy Williams in last year's competition, but they give possession to Zebre.
Don't change 6.
He needs to stay there to Jim Botham. Stay there.
One stop.
Give Jelic a little bit of pressure as he pulls out.
Yes, indeed it does, just what Richie Rees suggested. Charged it down, but Zebre spot a gap here. A little grubber kick. Pishantelli wanted a penalty, but it's come with it. Still soft this side now. Cardiff could make an overlap. Get out the way, says Mason Grady. Southworth.
Backwards. It's
Ball
backwards,
spilt but backwards. Ben Donnell, he's isolated. Gets away with it though. Sheedy, quarterback pocket.
Stop. Play on. Just the coming together.
Just feeling themselves out, both sides, aren't they, at the minute? You can see no one wants to really roll that dice just yet.
Wouldn't say it's nervy, it's just prickly a little bit. Just people just go, let's just figure out what's going on here.
Yeah, let's get the feel of the game, let's feel the heat of the game. And again, Zebre just looking to go to the air.
Jelic.
Good kick though.
It's knocked on. Transition ball here for Cardiff. What do they do with it? Southworth's second carry. Not too many games for Exeter's starting team down in Southworth. They've been around the Premiership for a couple of seasons.
Zebre ball.
Yeah, assistant referee on the far side, Mike English. Across the referee. They're away though, Zebre.
Lineout's clearly
No
formed.
starts in the Premiership or in Europe for Southworth.
Yes.
Devon boy, all his career, his first 25 years with Exeter.
Okay, Zebre. Let's
So with
form the
Rhys
lineup.
Carey
One receiver.
departing, Cardiff needed some loose heads and he is one.
Yeah, big loss, Carey.
Good contest.
Zebre possession. Montemauri gives us some air to test Cam Winnett. Once again, as per, Winnett is tested and he passes. That's a good counter up by Zebre. They've turned it over.
Yes, Licata causing havoc at that wide contact area. They're on you, Zebre, if they play at the back.
If they go, but Krumov sucks in more defenders. They're still short out wide at Cardiff, but now they regather and rearrange. Montemauri. Here's Cambriani. Just about scrapped down to the ground by Ben Thomas. Azarati. Chopping tackle with McNally.
Use it.
Again, interesting. Look what area of the field we're at. We're between the 15s, in between the 10s, back in the pocket.
Montemauri. This time, he's miles off it, and Cambriani gets possession.
No release. Yeah, Ewan Stevens. He's in over the ball. He's thrown Cambriani to four. There must have been a little left to show the referee who went cross that there was a little bit of daylight. And he's got in over the top of him. Fair play.
Well, we praised Cameronitz for his first take.
Yeah.
The second one, what's the difference here, Rich?
Yeah, so that's the first one you just seen on your screen. He's just got his timing a little bit wrong on that second one. There's a few bodies in front of him. It's just Alan Davis trying to shield him, give him a little bit more space. But he's been outstanding as Cam over the last couple of seasons under that high ball.
He's a bit scrappy. So Ben Donnell, we're just speaking of Matt Sherritt of the weekend, he said, we'll get to that in a second, as he's penalised Ben Donnell, but he just said that Ben Donnell has quite impressed him. And he is somebody that will have a big impact on this season.
Yeah, he's a grafter, Ben. He came into the club. He came into Cardiff last year, and he played an awful lot more games than he was expecting to play. He works hard. He's diligent in what he does. And if you look at 6 or 4, wherever he's ended up playing for Cardiff over the last 14 months, he's done himself proud.
So they've gone for sticks, Rich. What call?
Yeah, I think so. First opportunity that they've had.
The shot clock's
to try and trouble the scoreboard.
You can play it to your kicker, okay?
He's a good player, is Montgomery. He was close to the Italian squad last year. And there's high hopes for him. Big attacking threat he is.
The question pre-game was who would take kicking responsibility. Would it be Montemauri or Pushantelli? And it's the fly half. The shot to get the opening points of this season. Struck it sweetly. Struck it well.
Kick.
Excellent kick. Zebre, after an edgy start, edge ahead.
Yeah, what side goes first? What side pulls the trigger? Particularly between these two 10-metre lines in the middle of the field. It's very cagey in a minute with the setting to kick.
Locatelli, player of the season in the Italian domestic league
Always inside.
He's been rewarded with a step up in standing. Jelic goes to touch, but he's under a bit of heat, isn't he, around the fringes as Jelic.
Yeah, we touched on it earlier. He's your 4th choice. 9, so he hasn't got much experience under his belt, and there's a reason that Cardiff are going after him. They target that weak spot, and they'll keep going there all game.
Cardiff set the driving maul, but they go out wide. There's Ray Lilo, straight back to Ben Thomas, his partner. Thomas pushes 1, 2. If he gets it away, it's on. It could still be on. Numbers out wide, they've got to go. Callum Sheedy, crossfield kick to Cambriani. He's there. First try of the season. And it came via the backs. Lilo, Ben Thomas, recycled. And then Callum Sheedy doing what he does best. Crossfield kick. And Cam win it with a try.
Yeah, first launch play of the game. And it's Maurici, I think, with all his experience that just got through him in midfield. It's a nice, easy, simple start. The 9th, 12th. There it is, Lilo. He's just split both centres. Ben Thomas looking for that second touch on his outside. And he's dragged down just 5 metres from that line. And Cardiff are 6, 7, 8 players over. But Sheedy with a little bit of experience, a little ball pump, pull that defensive line towards him. And skill execution. can win it, in at the corner.
Thanks, Al. First 10 minutes, lads. How's everything looking on the sideline?
Yeah, that's the split we were just talking about, and it's Ben Thomas straight through the gap after his second touch off, really. And here's your composure from Sheedy. Watch this little ball pump, pulls that forward, that defender forward, and it's the skill execution on the edge for the try.
Well, 5-3, and Callum Sheedy has started with confidence. The crossfield kick was good.
It's just one missed tackle in it. It's one missed tackle.
As was the conversion. The conversion was good for Sheedy. It's 7 points to 3.
Users! Use it! Line.
What do you make of Alan Davis as a former scrum half?
Yes, I understand.
His basic skill set is unbelievable. He's got one of the best kicking games over the last 10 years in the game. If you analyse kicking technique, very similar. He's got a 5-second hand time. His distance is always around 25 metres.
9 you in. 9
So he's a good signing for Cardiff.
They've swapped receiver. Play on. Timing good.
Scott Williams and Jonathan Davis singing his plaudits on the Scrum 5 podcast. And the warm-up, which is to be seen on the iPlayer. Scrum 5 across all platforms. Digitally, audio, and of course live commentary of the URC. It's another penalty against Cardiff at the breakdown, and Montemauri may well fancy this one again.
Yeah, I think it's gone against Southworth at that contact area, not rolling away.
Number one on the wrong side, affecting the speed of the ball for the scrum half. Number one, roll away quicker.
It was an interesting set-up play from Zebre. They just went into midfield, everyone folded around the corner apart from 3 forwards. They stayed there, they went through that, and they were trying to race all your backs back around this near side towards the main stand at the Cardiff Arms Park.
Yes.
But Southwold staying there, just slowed up the speed of ball.
It was highlighted to me. Sorry.
And affects the
Everything okay?
tackle.
Yeah. Just one needs more energy on the wrong side there, okay, to get out the side.
Well, the referees have been told to focus on a couple of things this season.
For me, it's an offside when they come up. Or on the back they're always offside.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah.
We have our team to look after that, but I understand your point.
And one of the main
Everything
things
else,
we've been
Giovanni, all okay?
just speed,
Speed
at ruck times. The tackler to clear the runway, no hands on the ground, and you can see the referees under those instructions.
Yeah, I think it's a good policy to have. Everyone wants quicker, more enticing game to watch, and that's exactly what that will give you.
Change of kicker. And
Retreat now, retreat 5!
Trula could not do what Montemauri did. Chantelli. Surely will stick this up. No. Just squeezes between Ewan Stevens and Alan Davis. Now they go down blind. First appearance for Bertaccini, wearing 13.
Good carry as well.
Uchera, the tight head, who is certainly a big man.
Leg drive.
Wearing 3. Chantelli slots in a fly half. Licata with the carry. And he rolls out of 2 or 3 tackles.
So again, it's that double body weight going through the tackle. They've effectively got his teammate pulling him through contact, and it's affecting Cardiff at the minute.
Cardiff up quickly there. And Licata just check his run. Chantelli again at fly half. Morisi straightens, good tackle. James Bolton. Old school sack by him. Trula. Sheedy goes for the rip, doesn't get the rip. Ruggeri. Montemauri.
Backwards.
There's a bit of ping pong, but it's kept alive. Supporters are not happy with that call. Luchera. Palmer comfortable with possession.
Getting a bit
What about
isolated
the
in the
Cardiff defence?
Yeah, they're getting a bit isolated in their carries now. Just look at the work some of them are doing at the contact area for Cardiff. Here we go.
Turnover.
Use it! Gets brought back in. Stop 3-1.
Sheedy just looked up and looked for green space. Bounce could favour when Stevens does not. That's a neat and astute kick by the Cardiff boy.
Yeah, they just probably, Zebra, they need to get the ball to their strike runners a little bit earlier. They're doing an awful lot of work going through the phases for no real outcome at the minute. Credit to Cardiff's work at the contact area.
Does that make you feel you wish you were there, Rich?
Absolutely not, my friend.
Time off.
Yeah. The 80 minutes is the worst time of all for a coach, is it?
Yeah, the 80 minutes, I think, and then your Monday, Tuesday are always your very extremely busy days of the week. You'll be in for 7 at your team meeting, you won't get home till 7, and you are probably watched, I don't know, 2 hours worth of footage. You've delivered 3 meetings, and you've been on field twice.
Matt Sherritt's keen to stress this year that expectations need to be tempered, that people expect much more from Cardiff, but to be fair to supporters, having got so close in so many games last season, progression is to be expected, isn't it?
Yes, I know. Naturally, the salary cap is low, extremely lower than it was last year. There's been a high turnover in players, and what that brings is a little bit of indecision and less decisiveness on field with certain combinations. But in reality, the salary cap is lower, there's been a high turnover, but this is a game that Cardiff are expected to win tonight.
One stop.
Catalogue of errors, and Palmer are making things very difficult for themselves. Close pass, and then heat.
Yeah, I tell you what starts this is the pressure here just before that. We can just roll that back 5 seconds. The pressure that Azarati and Jim Botham have on Jelix. We talk around, he's the 4th choice scrum half for Zebra in the Zebra squad, and it's just the fact that both of them were there in that maul, a little bit of pressure, and he pulled out. He didn't know who he was passing to. And the knock-on effect then pushes Shelley, ends up knocking on.
Patience and stability.
Let's go.
Half time in the final WXV2 warm-up at Rodney Parade. It's Wales 7, Australia 7.
Interesting set for Cardiff. Sheedy and Winnett just behind the scrum. We've got Mason Grady over on that far touchline. It's a 3-2-1 setup.
Good, nothing for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Get the control.
Yeah, no,
stability.
There he is on that far side. You can see Zebra defending the far side of the scrum with 3 as well.
So come on, and you know what they're doing here. What's the play here?
It depends how their 9. Watch how Jellic defends the scrum. If he stays where he is, they'll take the right hand side. If he drops back into the pocket, they'll have numbers up if Sheedy and Winnett swing back around this corner.
So it's all on the 9 here.
It's different setup to what we run last year. Jellic's back in the boot.
Oh, he's here now. Okay, use it,
And there they come.
They miss up. Sheedy, Lilo for a second time in the game, just cuts through, straight with the angle. Another nudge through. Stevens gives chase. Deja vu. Callum Sheedy, what an impact he's making. Another deft touch by the 10. And it's a try on debut for Ewan Stevens.
I tell you what kills this Zebra defensive line. Watch this missed pass from the base of the script, from the base of the maul in the league. That shows. You can see you watch Sheedy with his hand. Oh, just before that, it was the ruck just before that, but it's a great skill execution with Sheedy. It just shortens that defensive line. It's Donald coming around the corner, and it brings that Zebra defensive line just onto them. That's great. Again, 2 tries from kick from Sheedy. And 2 of the back 3 for Cardiff. Will be very, very thankful to Callum Sheedy for those.
We'll have a look for that. We'll have a look for that. What was it? The pass by Sheedy, the first place. So 12-3. Ewan Stevens. Need to show the gas and the pace. And Sheedy, not enough. Thought we would curl round, but a decent start. Here we go.
This is what we talk around, just the swing around. Watch Callum Sheedy dummy catch of that. It just pulls the scrum half, Jelic onto it, shortens the defensive line. Watch where Jelic is now. He's chasing the ball. As soon as you start chasing the ball, 2 phases on the bounce, you're shortening his defensive line. And Sheedy's exposed him twice in 2 phases of play.
Use it! Step back. It's brought back in. Happy there? Goal ball. All backwards, reset. Perfect.
It's inevitable.
Yeah.
But Callum Sheedy starts up the way he has.
That's very close.
That leaves Mike Forshall, John Humphreys, Rob Howley, the Welsh coaches, will be quietly impressed.
Yeah, he's been good, hasn't he? Composed, technically excellent, pulling trigger at the right time.
It's not down in the air by Cardiff, but it's not straight. It's not a fair contest, absolutely. Stroke.
And the body language right now,
It's not a
she
fair
tells its own
contest.
story.
It's on the outside.
It's probably the inability at the minute just to get anything going from an Italian perspective. Good from Teddy Williams and James both come in the air.
Second time. That's the standard now for stability. Yeah.
Cardiff need to have a strike here. They need to look to play. Good to see Teddy Williams back fit. Big up towards the end of last summer. That's why he missed the tour to Australia.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Height here.
Donald off the base, gets over the green line. The quick ball could be dangerous. Alec Davis against the grain. Williams onside according to the referee. Another loose pass by Jelic. Turnover. Ben Thomas kicks it through. Dan Thomas, Ray Lilo gives chase. Pishantelli playing with fire. What's he going to do here? Oh, terrible kick to Southwell. Palmer, their own worst enemy. Zebre at the minute. McNally. Cardiff looking for a third. Teddy Williams. James Botham. Patience needed for the home team. Here's Southworth, almost a beneficiary. Another penalty coming to Cardiff, but they want a third try.
Use it!
Drop pass kept the forwards alive. Now Sheedy wants it in the back. Back we come for the penalty. But what were Zebre doing there?
Yeah, again, it all starts, unfortunately. Fatikil Jelic, the 9. He's never played at this level, he never played at this intensity. And he's never played with this lack of time on the ball. And if I'm honest, in the opening 23 minutes of the game, it's showing. And it's exposing Zebre.
It's striking the difference, as you said, the pace of a game can have on players.
Yeah, and there was as a former rugby player in the week talking around the difference in intensity between the professional game and the international game. Now imagine that from the club level game to the regional game.
Cardiff want the third. McNally work on the training field, and Dan Thomas on debut does what Ewan Stevens did and scores a try. The supporters are happy, the players are happy. Cardiff are chugging along nicely, but they're certainly being helped by the opposition.
It's just a little shift drive, the little drop down. You take away 3 defenders of that driving ball, and Dan Thomas just stays on the ball. It's this little drop down just in front. You take out 3 defenders, McInally's in front of it, Dan Thomas onto the ball, and the rest of his teammates come flooding in behind him. Too easy.
3 entries of the 22, 3 tries.
Moral of the story, get in there a little bit.
He's back in the same spot as Callum Sheedy. All 3 tries scored in that corner.
Very similar to the last.
He's trying to pull it in, but giving it too much work. Here's Dan Thomas, we've barely mentioned him.
Again, as we just touched on it, Terry's little shift drive to Dan Thomas standing as your first receiver. Off the line out. And as easy as that.
Just for that second, it was a heart-and-mouth moment for Ben Donald.
Use it!
Caught in the second attempt. Only Southworth.
Use it!
Great save to Christian Terry.
Good kick as well from Alec Davis.
Zebra possession, Jelic. Big carry by Rizzoli. Ball flies out. Montemari gets it away to Morisi. Plenty of experience. Turnover again. Winnett gets it away. Ben Thomas looks up. First instinct is to look for space. Chantelli's back. What's he fancy?
There's no one on that far side for Cardiff. They need to get a defender over there, sharpish.
He's a classy player. Here's the Argentine fullback. Cardiff are short on the far side defensively. Ben Thomas screaming for support. Here they go again. Out wide. It's Licata. And
Mason Green
the old
with the ankle tap.
Ankle tap. Could be such an effective ploy.
Nothing worse than being on the receiving end of an ankle tap.
You think you're away, don't you?
Yeah. Anyway, you can see Mason Grady because he chased the initial kick and he chased infield. That's where that space came from initially. He just managed to get the big guy Licata, the skipper.
Not quite sure if that qualifies an official ankle tap, but it was effective and the same. Cardiff. Heads up rugby. Confidence rugby. Ala Davis. One phase, then the kick.
Advantage, knock on Cardiff.
Well, the message is clear from the referee. Cardiff knocked that on, so it's Zebra possession.
Okay, we've a good turnover there, we go back. Always under pressure, Avanti.
Tell you what, the quality of Cardiff's kicking game at the minute is outstanding now, from both half-backs. They're quite clearly kicking to compete. They're going after everything, challenging Zebre, and yet
I'm not sure if that actually came off Mason Grady's hand.
Bit of tempo at scrum time, let's just keep working. It's good. Okay, left.
Potential of that man though, Mason Grady, where's it? 13 winger.
Good.
Who knows this?
Good again.
Oh, that's a yellow hand, isn't it?
Very much so.
Oh well.
Crouch! Point! Set! Keep it steady now with height on this side. Elbow up, elbow up. Use it!
Morisi. What a loose-ish pass, and Trula has to gather. Dan Thomas gets there. Penalty to Cardiff. Dan Thomas. He's slowly building into this game. First appearance for him in Cardiff colours. Former Scarlet. A couple of seasons, well, plenty of seasons at Bristol. Yeah, that's what he does best.
It all comes from the inaccuracy of the Zebre launch, though. The timing's just out. It checks Montanelli out the back, so he gets isolated. All his cleaners end up in front of him. They're late. There you can just see him. Dan Thomas just beats him to it. But because they're so late, that inaccuracy there, it means the timing's out. He ends up holding on to the ball. We've got a couple of your cleaners in front of the ball, and then Dan Thomas wins that race over. Perfect attacking opportunity for Cardiff.
Here they come again. Cardiff now within range of a bonus point here. McNally.
Watch a return play.
Here they go. Ben Thomas out wide to James Botham. An athletic figure keeps the ball alive. Sheedy has to sweep up and recover possession for Cardiff.
Use it!
Back into composure now, Cardiff.
Thomas has his first try in blue and black. Teddy Williams. He's stopped in his tracks. Thomas. Lilo, this time they were waiting for him.
Again, that 12-13 combination, short line.
Mason Grady off his right wing. Thomas. Severe angle by him, but he was stopped. It's night and day between both teams. Cardiff oozing confidence. Zebra sloppy with and without the ball. And they could get punished again.
Both Cardiff wingers are swapped. You've got Ewan Stevens on the far wing, Mason Grady now just under the main stand.
Use it!
Anna Davis just barks instructions, and then Sheedy calls for it. Sheedy pump fakes, loses footing, win it as well to keep hold of possession, and eventually it's lost. Now it could be on. Cambriani chased, grab a kick. Cambriani against Win it is back.
Standing back, can win it.
But he's isolated, needs support from his backs. Flooding the ruck area are yellow and blue and black shirts. But it's Cardiff possession. And Alan Davis, cool as you like with a chip. When Stevens keeps it alive, he's on his own. He'll get penalised surely. Yeah. And a breathless passage of play comes to an end with a penalty to Zebra.
Brilliant call from Ewan Stevens, brilliant kick execution from Alan Davis. He just gets isolated. You can see first game of the season. Look at the body language of those Cardiff players. They just couldn't get to him. A defensive work rate, Dan Thomas, to cover that ground, to stop that man on screen. Ben Cambriani having an easy run. It's the quick turnover. Watch Dan Thomas just come into screen now. You think winger up against the 7. He'll pull away here. He just gets there. Thomas, and look at the work from Cam Winnett.
Cam Winnett, he missed one kick earlier, but rarely do you see, there's the penalty, rarely do you see a player look so confident at any level of rugby.
Yeah, you talk about probably consistency in what you do. It probably separates the regional player from the international player, and that man is the embodiment of consistency. Reminds me so much of a young Lee Halfpenny. He's 80% in everything he does. Attack, defence, aerially, his kicking game. He's diligent off the field, and that's why, if I'm honest, having commentated on for the last couple of years now, he's had the rise that he has. I remember commentating on him in the 20s, and he was exactly the same there. Having worked with him for the last couple of years, he deserves everything he gets.
And it's interesting when Matt Sherritt is speaking about not putting too much pressure on these youngsters. I don't think he's speaking about Cam Winnett. He's maybe speaking of Mackenzie Martin, Evan Lloyd, those who've been thrust into national level. He's just looked at ease from where it goes, isn't he?
He's earned it, isn't he? Every game he's played, he's been good at what he's done. He hasn't let the side down once, and he's been exceptional many times.
Is that a fair contest? Outside shoulder. Scrum.
Zebra just look like they've taken 3 or 4 blows to the head, and they're just shaking at the knees, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not giving themselves a chance, the Zebra team.
Let's go down to Laura.
Thanks, Gareth. I'm joined by former Cardiff defence coach, now Italy defence coach Richard Hodges. Richard, first things first, how's the Italian?
Cozy.
I should have actually greeted you by going Buonasera, but next time. What have you made of the first 20? Some of the Italians looking slightly under pressure at the minute.
Yeah, I think it's a game of the first 3 phases. You can see that Cardiff got 3 tries in 3 phases, 2 off attacking kicks, so Zebra will look to address the backfield issues, and then you can see a good example there, a couple of not straight line outs, so If they can get the first 3 phases right, they can be competitive, but they probably need half time.
36 of the 40 of the wider squad in Zebre are qualified for Italy. Is this really a look to the future?
Yeah, it's definitely a strategy of the Federation for Zebre to be an opportunity for the youngsters to play. You see the whole 23 tonight Italian qualified, so bigger picture-wise it can be a positive, but teams develop quicker by winning.
Rich, thanks for your time.
Cheers.
Well, that's the point, isn't it? Teams develop quicker by winning.
Use it!
Welsh regions will know all about that.
Good kick pressure, Teddy Williams. There he is again, can't win it.
Just wait, no, stop. I think the ball is released. It's tight.
The reward he gets in game for the time he spends on that stuff in training
Better, thank you.
is remarkable. His timing off the floor, how high his elbows are.
Okay, retreat,
Straight
go.
out.
Fair to say Mason Grady's not picked for his kicking, is it?
There's no touch.
Zebre have to go to a banker call here. Strip this line out to a 5-man if they have to. They're struggling at set piece, but they need a little bit of possession.
What do you mean by banker call?
A call that will practically guarantee them the ball. Don't worry about any extraordinary plays, any too much movement in your line out.
Okay, yeah, just in the old school, low and hard.
Yeah, in and out, hit the badge.
So that's what they do. That's what they do.
Just stay in possession of the
One
ball.
stop! Right it over.
Yeah, look at the work of McNally trying to come through that contact area.
Morisi, boy, do they need his experience to the Italians.
Okay, tackle!
Who's stopped by Lilo and Dan Thomas. And already Licata's on the back foot. Krumov. Montemauri. They're all over the shop in a minute.
Ball is available.
You can just see how lost they are in attack as well. As soon as you start using your forwards at first receiver in this area of the field, individual carries is what you can't have.
Rizzoli tries to inject some energy. Montemauri. Crisciantelli. Probably the best rugby player in this team in terms of skill set, but he is powerless. Krumov.
But look where they're going, Zebre. They're just back and forth, in between the 15s. Look how narrow they are. Allows Cardiff to do this, bring this line speed. They're not stretching and they're not getting into the 15. And a lot of that comes from your halfbacks. Individual carry after individual carry. At some point, you're going to lose your clean. You've gone back 20 metres and you've lost possession of the ball.
There's no questioning the willing. It's just the shape and the interpretation of strategy, I guess.
Willingness just isn't good enough at this level. Look, Cardiff defence can just eat this up.
But they get a penalty, and it's taken quickly. But Crisciantelli is on his own as well.
But look at the shape. Look at the shape on this team. No one knows where they're going. They're working in 2 pods within 10 metres of each other.
Cardiff are having a field day with some defensive tackling practice, aren't they?
It's just their discipline they need to keep now, Cardiff.
Ruggeri.
Release! No free release, tackle assist.
Montemauri, Crisciantelli. Out wide to Krumov, who scored a galloping try a few years ago against Cardiff. But he's penalised, and frankly, Zebre are swimming in treacle.
Yeah, and think of all the hard work that they've gone through in the middle of the field. You're tiring your forwards out, you're burning their energy at both levels, and as soon as you make one line break, then a little bit of indiscipline, you're making an extra roll, taking the defensive jackal out of it, and it's just an easy W for Cardiff to turn that little bit of pressure into a turnover just before half time.
Time off, injury.
all the pre-season hope. The 31-0 victory pre-season against Glasgow.
It's a very young Glasgow side, that.
Still a win. Still a win, Richie.
Take them all.
There we go. How long did the director take to find an Italian pizza on a night like today? Well done. 2 minutes. A very satisfactory first half for Cardiff and for Matt Sherratt.
Users!
This is Aled's 8th kick of the game so far. And again, it's on the button. Look at the distance on it, 25 metres. Allows Mason Grady up in the air.
Zebre.
Stop here. Oh, touch, Dolan.
Bounce could favour anybody.
Advantage.
It's offside penalty.
Knock on and clear in front.
Hands in the cookie jar, Ben Thomas. He just couldn't. Instincts.
Ball is knocked on in the air and 12 blue is in front.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Oh,
It
yeah,
really
you've
is
got his
difficult.
instinct straight away is to catch that ball.
The way you taught from 4 years of age, haven't you? The ball's there, you take it.
We give him that as well. Relative new father, Ben Thomas.
I have the mark here for
Maybe he's lack of sleep.
Montemauri just shanks the kick.
They need half time, don't they?
Yeah, well, part of me thinks you just take the 50 seconds and kick it off, even if you're in opposition half the way Parma are going right now. I say Parma, Zebre, of course, based in Parma.
Cardiff hold. Ball. One stop.
Well,
Let it over.
they have some solace that the line out is functioning. Di Bartolomeo, the hooker, peels away. Bunch of forwards on the floor. That could be messy for traffic. There's a loose boot there as well. And Zebre are all at sea here. Rizzoli. Ruggeri. Nocera into Liam Belcher, Cardiff skipper. Krishantelli to Krumov.
Okay, release.
Krishantelli back into James Botham, who is back on his feet and has to make another tackle.
Lift it. Ball lifted.
We've been here before, Richie.
Yeah, I feel for Jellic at the minute. He's a little bit like a rabbit in the headlights. He's hitting the first runner he sees coming short, but your space is wider. Everything is too tight for Zebre. They need to play wider. Get earlier to an edge.
That's what they try and do. So, if you're just joining us, Zebre have been in comparison. Rubber kick, which ended up giving Ewan Stevens his first try in Cardiff colours. The same for Dan Thomas, and at half-time Cardiff lead Zebre by 17 points to 3.
A full house on this Monday evening. And in, and it's Marcus Thuram. Line, that's awkward, it's gone in. A mix-up between Sommer and
Our story. Unrelenting, unscripted, and undeniable. Where every tackle, every whistle, and every roar adds a new verse. It's written in the clashes of culture and styles, inked upon the rich heritage of our game. It's the artists, the icons, the bomb squad roots. It's the new grudge matches and those with deepest roots. It's the snarling titans of rugby lore and the conquering heroes thirsting for more. It's history makers, rule breakers, stadium shakers. Our story: erase the impossible, discard convention, revel in the shock. Take your place, raise your voice. This is theatre. This is the Vodacom URC. And this hits different.
An attitude of whatever it takes is impossible to stop.
Guys, look over there.
Oh wow, now that's some out of this world hitting. Surely it's gotta be their year. They're doing whatever it takes.
Back the Proteas women in their quest for T20 World Cup glory. Catch all the action on your World of Champions.
Welcome back. Plenty to chew on at half-time in the studio and in the dressing rooms. And the headaches certainly were for Massimo Brunello and his Zebre coaches, as opposed to Matt Sherratt and Cam Winnett and all those in blue and black. Statistically, there wasn't much in it in the first half, Richie.
Yeah, just looking at some of the stats in front of us now. If you compare the work rate of both packs in that first half, Zebre forwards out-carrying Cardiff forwards by more than 2 to 1. Compare number 3's Azarati to Nochera. Nochera's carried the ball 10 times. Azarati didn't quite carry it once. And a lot of that is replicated in the rest of that pack, so they are going to burn up the Zebre pack, and that's when Cardiff will look to expose them.
A couple of sweet moments from the right boot of Callum Sheedy in the first half, and his restart is to go deep, and Montemauri goes straight to touch and gives possession back to the home team. Stolen. Locatelli. Good carry. Apologies for the language coming through on the referee mic. Zebre looking to inject some enthusiasm into their performance. What happened there? Peeling away is Morisi, and Morisi is 2 meters short. The referee looks to blow, turned over, and McNally, catalogue of errors, a comedy of errors.
Mirror of what happened in the first half. Composure Zebre need.
Possession back to Zebre.
This is where they haven't been in the game.
The ball is out the side. We've advantage for a knock-on. Avanti.
Well,
Avanti.
somehow Zebre got within 3 meters. Somehow Cardiff turned it over, and somehow Cardiff gave it back to Zebre, and yet they didn't score.
Yeah, they just need to strike earlier. So it was one missed tackle on an edge. From this, let's just have to see who it is. Oh, it's an offload in the tackle. And it's Maurizi straight through the gap. He's just got to look to shift that.
Stay straight.
But they've got to strike hard, and they've got to strike early in attack, have Zebre. There's no point trying to go multi-face. Josh McNally is struggling. He was struggling just before half-time. He was down already then on one knee, just probably 90, 100 seconds into the second half. But what an attacking opportunity for Zebre in the second half.
Way too much.
Well, they won't get that opportunity.
No stability.
Cheers!
And the fight.
We'll keep an eye on Josh McNally. Free kick does not go to touch. Frusciantelli is quite pedestrian and taking his time, but he's given the ball to his team.
No lift.
Rizzoli, Montemauri, Nochera. Again, Licata standing still. Frusciantelli. Di Bartolomeo, hooker. Licata. Straight through Alan Davis. Knock on though.
It's interesting though, Zebre have had 4 line breaks in this game, and all 4 of them have come outside the 15-metre channels. They need to spread the ball more. Let's get into that wide channel and stress this Cardiff edge defence.
I just see you overleaning too much, but stronger brain foot and more.
Too much for Alan Davis to cope with, but Krumov and Licata not quite to the same page.
I understand they were transferring too much weight, but please stay down in the scrum.
Is this the 22 that you?
Yes.
That is the new stat that matters when it comes to rugby.
Yeah, it's a key indicator of match outcomes. That it's one of the biggest ones.
Crouch! Bind! Set! No. We're not engaged properly, okay? Let's just have a quick reset.
You want your milk in that?
Yes, I understand.
To the arm order as well.
I don't see a proper engagement, so that's why we're resetting. From both.
Okay.
Stay down. Make sure our head is in the scrum. See.
Still not back. Hopefully by the end of October. That's what Philip Falto is telling us.
Fingers crossed.
Crouch!
One of the best to wear the 8 shirt for both club and country in Wales.
Set!
Still got something to offer.
Sit against right.
Still got something to offer.
Yeah, 100%.
Use it.
Just need to get a run of games into Toby Faletau.
Ben Thomas. When he get a run of games at 12. At 10, of course, on the Summer Tour of Australia. Ala Davis. High hanging kick to put pressure on Trula. He was nowhere near it. Now he gets a second bite of the cherry. Good footwork by him. Straight past McAnally, who does not look fit.
Pull the trigger. They need to pull the trigger on this.
Go, go, says Richie Rees, and go they do. Well, good spot. Tackle by Relo. Now they force some numbers out wide. Licata, who's building his way into this game, is becoming more and more prominent, the skipper.
Just by pulling the trigger that little bit earlier, it affects the Cardiff defensive line. They haven't then got a full front line of 14.
Cambriani, Krumov, turnover.
It's Krumov's 4th knock on of the game as well. The big guy, keep the ball out of his hands.
No advantage. Advantage.
You can't, I mean, if someone's there, you're going to pass it to him. You have to force him out the line.
Very much depends who it is.
Speaking from experience, would you?
Very much. If you were there, I will pass it to you, put it that way.
I wouldn't pass it to me if he were there, for sure.
It's better from Zebre in the second half. They're trying, they're being a bit bolder in what they do.
You want to be dominant at some time.
Less phases, more strike options. That's what I think. Get to an edge earlier. Go there in 2 or 3 phases tops.
Yeah, I understand that, but matching is okay. But once you're not over trying
For sure, and Rob Howley enjoying themselves.
I think they're better, so just good stability from yourself.
It's going to be a relief for them to
just good stability.
see a performing Welsh region.
Last one's good. When we get the setup right, we have good scrums. Just keep to get the penalty.
Salutes for
of course.
Ala Davis to make a return to international rugby, Rich.
But we need to get the setup right first.
Depends which way they want to go, I suppose. Obviously, you've got Thomas Williams back fit, one of the most talented. Nines are out with an individual skill set. Ruben Morgan Williams of the Ospreys, Ellis Bevan made his debut just a couple of months back for Wales. So there's options, but what Aled will give you is consistency in execution and everything he does. He's composed. Actually, Gareth Davis, sorry, how can I forget Gareth Davis as well? So there's 9s around.
One thing I would say about Ala Davis, having watched him train this week, his conditioning is second to none. He is in fine nick.
That's what you need from a 9. Now, speed across the floor, you need pace. The game is all around tempo, your 9 needs to drive that.
Here's Ben Thomas. Ewan Stevens, son of Colin, the Wallaby Slayer, back in the 90s for the Scarlets. Davis again. This one's had a bit more distance on it. Montgomery forward, say the supporters, but Zebre play on. Maurici straightens, gets it away as well. Criscantelli, Licata, Di Bartolomeo, the hooker. That's knocked on, but we'll play on. Maurici, Rizzoli. Better by Zebre. Di Bartolomeo, Montemauri. Montemauri. Not sure what happened there, but Sheedy was there and read it well. Now it's Cardiff possession, but they are penalised.
Straight to floor, hands past. Arrive up one, straight on your floor, no chance of a contest.
It's just the 5th penalty that Cardiff have conceded so far in this game. You can see Zebre, as soon as they get 2 slow rucks on the bounce, that's when they struggle in attack. It's a poor.
22 scores.
They're killing themselves. Give yourself a chance, Zebre.
Well, coaches often tell the players to go for double top, but
Okay, 10, let's
It's
go.
not in this instance. The context of the game, the 17-3 down, they barely had possession of the ball.
take a
Into
quick lead
22.
there, Cardiff. Again, Cardiff are penalised.
Are you on his neck?
Jim Botham.
Montemauri will have another shot at this, does he?
Number 6 is on the neck. Stay off it.
That's
Sorry?
okay this time.
Yeah.
Here's Jim
Edge of the
Botham
line.
here.
Just watch his approach and where he cleans. So he wraps around the neck. That's the issue these days. So
Yeah.
he's just on the head, just trying to anchor him off the ball. Unfortunate for
Well,
both
we've
of
got
them.
2 balls on the pitch. Thank you.
Well, just the 2 scores separating these sides. Zebre have been poor. If they strike here,
Same ball.
they are right back in this game. And the more gathers momentum and gathers numbers as Marisi and other backs join the party. It's sacked illegally. Advantage here, but there are no backs there. And the referee may well have a word here.
And the wrong side collapsing. 2, 7 and 8.
2, 7 and 8 on the wrong side, collapsing. Belcher, Donald, and Dan Thomas.
No.
Cardiff have conceded 6 of the last 7 penalties.
That's what we talked around just before half-time. Discipline is going to be key for them.
Keep it tight to Zebre. Trula, wrong option by the scrum half. And Trula loses possession. And Zebre are architects of their own downfall here.
It's a terrible option by Jellic just to go up that short side, 6 metres from the try line, with 1 attacker against 4 defenders. He's got to be more composed.
Use it, 9.
And here's his opposite number, Alan Davis. And that kick just was weighted perfectly, wasn't it?
Yeah, as the vast majority of kicks have been in this game. I think that's up to his 12th kick in the game. But it's this decision. You're 3 metres from the try line. You're asking your winger to go up against one of the biggest guys on the field in Mason Grady with 3 other defenders around him. And afraid to say it, Bajelic has been the Achilles heel of this Zebre side so far today.
1, 3 and 6. 1, 3 and 6 substitution.
3 changes for Cardiff. 2 new props. And in the breaks in Alan Lawrence. And I think Danny Southworth will be satisfied by his first performance in blue and black. Here's another debutant, Irish international Edward.
Yeah, Leinster product. Come through the system. So we talk about recruiting quality available all year long.
Step out. Thank you. Don't close.
Let's see how his body holds out. Let's see how he is physically.
First job to lift 10 million, which he does, number 17, Ed Blaine. Second job, keep his shorts up, which he may well be struggling to do. No pressure on Alan Davis that time. Got it away.
Backwards for Zebre player.
Kumar can't stop it. Blue ball going out. Trula's down injured as well. And Zebre back in the half.
I don't think Trula wanted any part of that as well. When you've got such a good kicker at 9 for Cardiff and Alec Davis, everything has been on the button this game. Just challenges him in the air, challenges his skill set. When you've got someone like Mason Grady getting in front of you as well, getting his hands in the air, making your life even more difficult. It's not what you want.
Ball. One stop. Don't lift the leg.
Again, he's kicking. And Trula initially looked around to see if others wanted to take the catch, but he did well there.
Use it. Use it. Take him back in. Take him back.
Take him back in.
Yes. Take it back. I'll tell you it's clear. Love it. I'll tell you twice. It's clearly brought back in. Okay, time off. Quattro.
There's a change. Kumov. Afternoon is over. Zaman in.
Okay, time back on.
We hope to have stick your hands on the lock, but Jelic.
Yeah, he's having what's known in the trade as a bit of a stinker. He's a little bit lost in translation there as well between the referee and cross.
There's a point in terms of if you're not a naturalised English speaker, you may not quite understand what the ref is saying.
Turnover's good, first man, play on. Step back from goal.
Positive news from Rodney Parade. Wales have got a last-minute winner against Australia in their final WXV2 warm-up match. 31-20. Ewan Stevens. What about those dancing feet? Lilo gets it away.
It's just for a knock-on by gold.
That break deserved more, but it could still be a bonus point for Cardiff. First entry of the second half to the 22.
You've gotten 5 seconds.
But it's been knocked on.
It's a knock-on by gold.
Well, when Ewan Stevens was signed from Newcastle, this is what they wanted, Matt Sherratt and co.
Yeah, look how square he gets. He just stands Cambriani up. He's in to outshift his body weight from right leg to left leg. Just stands Cambriani, gets square. As soon as you get square, there's 5 metre channel. You're knackered, particularly against a guy with such good feet and acceleration.
Okay.
Reminded me of an on-try that Theo Cabango scored in that corner last season.
It's the lateral movement that kills defenders these days, particularly in tighter spaces. And he's got it, Theo Cabango's got it. Cardiff with a wreck. These scrums doing all pre-season. They were said, look, let's have an attacking scrum just 10 metres out. What play have we got? We've got Mason Grady hugging this right touchline, just underneath the main stand. Got Ewan Stevens tucked behind the scrum. We've got Ben Thomas on first receiver option.
Kate Williams scored the winning try for Wales against Australia.
Your vote gone down. When the scrum hits the floor,
to the death.
don't push him and do not do what you do. It's very dangerous, okay? Let's do it. Reset. Now, height.
It's fair to say that
don't get long, feet up.
from what we've seen,
body height's better.
Mason Grady would have an advantage against Trula if there was a crossfield kick.
He's down on my side first anyway, Risa.
But there are options galore here for Callum Sheedy.
Don't be afraid to go through the front door either, mind. You've got Ben Thomas, you've got Ray Lilo. Mason hugging his touchline. Will just try and stretch the defensive line of Zebre a little bit more.
Second time, too much. It's the second time, no control. Here we go.
Cardiff haven't scored for half an hour. Haven't really been tested. But a try here will just...
Alan Davis at the back of this line out.
Settle the nerves. Here they go then. I think that's Mason Grady. Mason Grady was lifted at the front of the line out. And didn't quite get the try line, but that was a winger being lifted. Anyway, Alan Lawrence, pick and go. Josh McNally with a leg drive. He's there. Bonus point, Cardiff. Job done, Cardiff.
Yeah, watch the work of Rhys Litterick. help his teammate Josh McNally over that try line. He's got an outside latch on him. Just see here, there he is, Mason Grady like a salmon into the air. A little drop down play, very similar to what we saw in the first half. There's McNally on the floor, and a little bit of composure. But watch the outside latch of Rhys Littrick. Here he is, just the work he does to clean that corner, drive those Zebre defenders in behind him and open up the hole for Josh McNally.
Well, McNally was the walking wounded 10 minutes ago, but he's survived, and it's the third debutant to score a try this evening.
We'll let the lads send off 2 and 3. Thanks, man. Cheers.
Quite got his line on conversion. Here is Mason Grady, centre, winger or second row.
He's covering it all. But nice and composed from Cardiff again. Another visit to the 22, another try. It's just all too easy. Zebre gone with a 6-2 split on the bench as well. So the amount of work that these forwards have gone through, they've gone to the bench relatively early. But still 9 is where their issue is at the minute. And they've been searching, scratching around in Italy for a permitted scrum half.
Vivaldi is on 50 Bartolomeo. The kick box will be hooked very shortly as well. Well, they are on.
Let's go, boys, big decent. Okay, Cardiff, respect the gap. That's good, yeah.
Here's Vivaldi's first contribution.
That's
a good one.
All yellow to floor for me there. Okay, go ahead, Cardiff. Go out. 17, stop.
There's Zambonin. Clobbered by Pittinari in the run. Again, they go blind where there was no one there. Now, Chris Cantelli, what can he conjure? Jelic. Cambiani dummy runner. Ruggeri blindside.
Okay, leave 2.
Zambonin, turnover. Transition ball, dangerous ball. Lilo. Good tackle
Not clearly held
on Sheedy, but he wasn't held, and he got it away to Ray Lilo. The evergreen late Ray Lilo. How does he just stay together, Richie Ray Lilo?
Tape.
he is literally taped together. A remarkable rugby player, Ray Lilo.
Use it! Let him go!
And Guy, to be fair to him, again, Alan Davis just sees momentum's gone from the game. Finds the air, 20-metre kick.
And the chase is there.
Wait, back we go. Use it!
Into the final quarter.
Use it!
You probably try and compare and contrast the quality of the 2 kicks from both lines. That's the difference.
Cardiff could go here. Sheedy knows that.
Ball droppy, play hard. No foul play. Stop. Just, no. Stand still. Medics.
You good actually.
You didn't look good when you came up off the ground. Just check.
Good refereeing.
There's no foul play. This player's not look good getting up off the floor.
Dip the attacker on the defender.
Right, so we'll keep an eye on that. Let's go down to Laura.
Yes.
Thanks again with assistant forwards coach Scott Andrews. Bonus points in the bag after 55 minutes, Scott. You must be pretty pleased with what you've seen so far tonight.
Yeah, to be fair, I think we only had a few opportunities in 22. The boys have been really efficient. Probably defensively, we've been more pleasing with the fairness to Zebre. They've thrown a lot at us, and the fairness to the boys defended really well. Kept in Zebre to 3 points, so we'll keep that up to the last 20.
Using Mason Grady in the line now, it's not something we're used to seeing. It's clearly something you've been working on. It paid off. We're going to see more of it.
Potentially, he is 6'5", and he's a pretty good job to be fair. But fairness to Cornel, he brought that in, and obviously worked quite well. So maybe we'll see a bit more of that in the future.
Lovely stuff. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
To be fair, Richard, I think Scott Andrews is better in that role on camera than you were when you were a coach.
Physically impossible.
Oh, look at that. Wow. That's... The Arms Park knows how to shine on a Friday night. There are few better venues to watch rugby. And there are few finer players to have worn blue and black than Ray Lilo. 38 years old now.
Nah, fair play to him as well. He's still going. He's clearly doing a job. He is one of the fittest about. You will have to manage him in the week. I think everyone appreciates that.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do all the extras, does he?
Most definitely not.
Oh, we're doing. Sorry, is it a HIA?
Looks like he's off for HIA.
Yeah, okay, perfect. That makes sense. Yeah. Just wait. Second. He's gone for a hit. He's gone for HIA. So let's just quick reset.
Zamanin
Okay, let's do it.
has gone for a head assessment, and Ferrari replaces him for the time being.
Just open up. Crouch! Bind! Set! 50-22 is on.
50-22 was on. Now Davis couldn't quite get there.
Wait!
Sula out in the full,
Always inside.
but he was inside. That's a good clearing kick by
Zebre under 10.
Jacopo Trula, Italian international.
11 Cardiff substitution. Just wait. No, they're on the line. On the line.
Harry Miller on. What do you want, Stevens?
Done well, mate.
4 seasons at Newcastle, now playing for Cardiff, and he's impressed you.
Yeah, he's done well, mate. He's done the simple things well. You could quite clearly see the acceleration that he's got. That's what you need as a winger now.
Alan Lawrence
Use it!
was in the rugby wilderness after Jersey was forced to close. Given a lifeline with Cardiff, and he didn't let Cardiff down last year for sure, and been rewarded with a new contract this season, and he's off the bench today for Cardiff.
It's your own player. Okay, use it.
I feel like it will be a long season
Use
for
it!
Zebre, Richie.
Yeah, they just need a bit of quality back, particularly around half-backs. You've seen there's been probably no direction in the game for them today. They're missing a couple of their Italian players as well.
First for me.
Right in the back line. Zebre without the likes of Pani, Jesse, 3 scrum halves missing. Fusco, Garcia, who plays for Argentina.
Yeah,
so there is quality to come back.
Yeah, we talked around it pre-game. It was a brilliant time for Cardiff to play them. Straight out.
Well, that's a mistake by Alan Davis.
It's touched. Yeah, nothing quick. Touched.
No, it was touched. It wasn't a mistake. But it was a mistake because it was touched, I guess.
Vicious circle.
Okay. Thank you.
Fair to say the game has just lost its fizz a little bit.
Yeah, what Cardiff won't want to do today, though, is concede. With a distinct lack of quality in this Zebre side. Still only 22 points to 3.
Okay. There's two issues here, okay? Okay. Yes, you need to step to the assistant referee and you need to hold the space.
There's no need to concede any cheap tries. I can guarantee Gethin Jenkins
Zebra,
banging that
time
drum.
in the line-out, don't leave early.
Just see Rory Thornton warming up just below us. Got his ponytail ready.
Knock on in the air from Cardiff, just a...
Good angle, good angle. And that's a great step as well. And that's a wonderful individual try.
What were you saying?
Bertaccini certainly can play on debut. 4th debutant for the club to score this evening. And Bertaccini cut a perfect line.
Yeah, watch yourself from Montemauri out the back here. They go through the front door, but watch the cell out the back. Everything's reading out the back, and there we go. There it is out the back. It just forces Ray Lee low, a little bit wider than he was expecting to be. And they've gone straight through the front door. So he split Lilo and he split Sheedy. But it's a good finish as well. We were just talking about it. Last thing Cardiff wanted was to concede.
We'll just stop. We would stop as we would do. We'll get them done. Yeah.
Dare. Conversion is good.
9, 10 and 5
game.
substitution. Substitution.
Stranger things have happened, Richie.
Yeah, it's good to see Cardiff rolling the bench now as well, though. But it's a good finish from Zebre. They just need to be a bit bolder, particularly early on in phases, off launch. But in phase 1, 2 and 3, give themselves a chance to compete.
Brought back in. Use it! It's brought back inside.
Zebre have been buoyed a little bit with that try.
Turnover's good.
He got that ball.
Turnover.
Yeah, Rory Thornton was holding the ball off the floor.
50-22 is on.
50-22 is on. You heard the referee. So when at least scramble across. Trying to get himself and his team out of trouble here.
Yeah, discipline from Zebre.
Okay,
They don't want to
leave
give
it now.
a cheap out to Cardiff.
Use it.
Lawrence. Well, we spoke about the
Use
winning
it.
mentality. Cardiff were the great entertainers last season, but more often than not they wouldn't get the W's, often having started well. But this game needs to be closed. Here's one man who could do that. Johan Mulder. Currie Cup experience, 2 games for the Lions. You coached him, haven't you, Mulder? And I've certainly coached this man, Tinas de Beer.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding Tinas de Beer last season. Both player and supporters player of the year. Played nearly 2,000 minutes in the league. Outstanding individual as well. But you just went back to go back to what you were talking around, Gar, around Cardiff's probably different style of play, a little bit more pragmatic we've been today. That's down to their half-backs.
Turnover, here's Ed Byrne, thumping tackle on him. Richie Rees pointing to go the other way from the commentary position. And Mulder went right instead of left. Now we want some players, and Belcher agrees to assist them.
Use it!
And that little bit more of a pragmatic style is too long, and it's gone straight out.
And that ultimately highlights Alan Davis's qualities, isn't it?
When you're counter-up, you just make sure you're at.
Yeah, your quality of kicking game is one of your key things. I think Alid ended up putting 15 kicks up in the game today. It's unfortunate for Mouldy's very much more of a running threat, 9. More than your tactical nous and your technical kicking game. It's unfortunate for him. Just can see Tinas De Beer going over to have a chat with him. Next job, wipe that clean, start again.
Yeah, take us out. Take us out.
When you played, would that have eaten on your mind, having done that? You come on the field as a scrum half, you make a simple error like that. Is it playing on your mind, or you want to?
Yeah, it's very much your personality. I think it would never really bother me too much. You have to put it straight at the back of the mind, because your next instinct is a 9. Your hands are on the ball probably 100 times a game. So you've got a quick job, onto your next, and you go again. But it's good from Tinas then. Just go and have a chat with him. Next job, let's go, let's wipe it clean.
On your front, man. That gap is good now.
Dari now playing at fly half. The former Benetton man, wearing number 23, an Italian international as well. He's a talented individual. And Zebre just refusing to lie down.
Okay, 7. Timing is good there.
Good angle again by Pitanari, a substitute prop. The captain did very well there. Ruggeri, Zebre have lost shape a little bit.
Yeah, Cardiff side you don't really want to go multi-phase against, because of the jackal threats that they've got.
Scantelli just drifts outside Ben Thomas, who marshals him all the way.
Stay.
Zebre still knocking on that door. Collision, Pitanari cross, took out Edburn, and that accidental or deliberate obstruction, whichever one you want to call it, leads to a penalty to Cardiff.
Yeah, it's frustrating, because of all the hard work that Zebre go through, never really get much reward, because they take too long to get to where they want to get to. You don't want to go multi-phase against Cardiff. Good jackal threat, good over the ball. You need to strike, and you need to strike early against them.
And if not, just get it away, yeah?
Yeah, there's no point playing around the middle of the field. They just got the timing wrong. Then did Tantini. He's had a good collision into Edburn on his debut.
I don't even think Edburn took a dive there. I think that was an authentic clash between two heavy lumpers, and Pitanari came up best. The referee pinged the Argentine.
Okay, wait now, that's good. Ball, right on over. Blue to floor. Play on.
Got to build again now. Get your carriers back on their feet. And at what point do you pull the trigger? What time does Ben Thomas have this ball?
Richie spoke about the pragmatism of this new Cardiff setup. Will they fancy having a tango here? Indeed they do, to Mason Grady. 8 tries last season, passes back into Tinas De Beer, came off a Zebre hand, and that'll be a scrum 5.
Back over by Zebre, it's a scrum 5 to Cardiff.
It's good ball from Tinas De Beer. Again, a little bit of that double pump pulls, that aggressive Zebre defensive lineup. And Strula on that left edge defending. Just ends up knocking the ball behind his own try line.
So it's carried back over.
As Jellic, I think it is, departs the field. The scrum half for Zebre.
Here's another Wales international that's on the field. Evan Lloyd, 18 senior games, just the 2 starts in his professional career, but he has 5 Wales caps. That tells his own story, Richie.
As indeed, it's the nature of the beast that we've got in Wales at the minute. But as an athlete with potential, with power,
Don't overcompensate.
He is a man that has a huge ceiling.
He's right in the thick of things there, between the two props. And like all good hookers, he'll find that it'll be judged ultimately on set piece.
Yeah, he's a big man for a hooker as well. Very much in the Dan Sheehan mould.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you. Quick reset, let's go.
With the score from Edinburgh. 4 tries for Leinster. Bonus point for them, much like Cardiff.
Let's go, let's!
Got an alert for number 8.
Okay, stop. We have a HIA. Yes, please. Yes, we have a HIA. It's safety. Now, come here a second. You're not the captain. Yeah, you're an international player. You're the captain now. Apologies. But you know what standards are acceptable and what aren't. Okay? Yeah. I don't want you coming at me, shouting at me. Okay. I will work with you. Work with me, please. Thank you.
But Danilo Fischetti has taken over as captain. Well, that was very good by Dan Jones. The team medic, or part of the medical team for Cardiff, came on to the referee, alerted them that there was an alert about Alan Lawrence, taking a bang to the head straight off.
Yeah, quite right, no arguing from Al either, straight off the field, but that's why the structures and the processes are in place now. We're brought down from World Rugby, and the technology is here, so we must use it. And the alert was put in place.
An alert from the gum shield.
Yeah, and then off you come.
It's come a long way. It's come a long way in dealing.
Coach! Bind! Okay, now we're pre-engaged. Okay. Do we need more space? Do you need more space? Okay. No. There's no more resets. I asked for patience and stability on the setup, and you're not giving it me. Let's do it now, right? Okay. It's been good up to now. We need better standards from you. Crouch! Bind! Set! Overextended. The feet are too far back.
Here's an elite level loose set is Danilo Fischetti. Italy's number 1. Zebra's number 1, and he gets the penalty.
Your height's not good, no good, you're hitting down. Yeah, but you're hitting down first, okay?
Going cross referee NX. Ireland under 20 back rower. Just having a chat with Reece Litterick. Why he gave a penalty against him.
Ball. One stop. Slide it over. 6, don't change. Yellow on the floor on the far side for me there. Use it.
Dari. Shula. No.
Don't go straight into Mason.
He went for the step, but it just didn't move, didn't change direction.
Use it.
Go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Work tackle. Good.
Behind the game line, Pushkantelli is Popolei Lilo. With 75 minutes for the 38-year-old outside centre for Cardiff.
Yeah, good read by Lilo. Got off the inside short runner. Bounced straight out. Made the tackle.
Possession handed back to Cam Winnett in Cardiff.
Too far kick as well.
Supporters have had to be patient in Wales over recent seasons.
Leave it!
Tonight there's quite a different experience in the second half.
Reward tackle on the wrong side.
Not the razzle-dazzle, not the great entertainers of Cardiff, but a team looking to just get over the line and close the game out. Pushkantelli.
Backwards.
Got it away. Ferrari. game, if it ever did have a shape, has lost it completely, and Cardiff, I think, are satisfied of that, Rich, are they?
Yeah, and they're quite happy staying in the game. They've quite clearly talked around this in pre-season. What does their game model, how do they tweak what they did last year? And it quite clearly seems, let's play a bit more of a territory game.
Tenari, Piscantelli,
Good
lovely offload.
No!
And a kick through by Fischetti of all people, a loose end. Here's Tinas Labia, looking to go from his own 22. Numbers are so short, but Mulder went for the kick and wrong option, wrong execution as well. Anyway, we'll park that for one moment. It's time for play of the match, Richie.
Yeah, so there's a couple of, there's no big standouts, if I'm honest. Been a couple of industrious performances. So Dan Thomas has been good. He's big on the tackle count, both sides on the ball. 21 tackles, 8 carries, good 10 metres made. So he's worked hard, as has that man we've mentioned in attack a few times, Ewan Stevens, just in front of the guy that we will give man a match out to this evening, Callum Sheedy. We talked around him pre-game, we gave him a lot of hype pre-game. His debut from his hometown club. He set up 2 tries with his technical and tactical kicking game, but it's good to see him back. And here's hoping that we get to see an awful lot more of him for Cardiff this season.
We just realised he was on camera there. He clearly will gain attention and grab headlines, because in Wales, anyone who dares to wear 10 on a professional rugby field will come under scrutiny.
Yeah, and even taking it back a step, I think, you know, what type of game does Cardiff want to play? What type of game does Wales want to play? He very much suits a particular brand of rugby, and Tinas would probably sit a different brand of rugby. So, naturally, by their selection, they'll tell you how they're going to play.
What do you mean by that?
Tinas is very, probably will play the game that he sees in front of him, and his kicking game isn't his first thought. He's a big running threat.
Sheedy, having played in Bristol as well for 10 years, will follow a game plan.
Very structured, good at what he does. And we've seen that today, you know. The score is 22 points to 10. Cardiff just needed a win here today. Devon Lloyd penalty gone against just for chasing that jackal.
Still haven't quite won it. 2 minutes is enough time to score 2 converted tries, and Evan Lloyd, well, he clearly wasn't supporting his weight when he went for the second bite.
Just keep respecting the gap. Dieci.
Big stake down Cardiff as well, no challenge in the air. Allows them to keep numbers on the floor, stop the defensive drive.
He's trying to make a nuisance of himself, as he James both them. Zebre forced to use it. They do get it away though. 90 seconds left of this one. First game of the season. A game Cardiff would have hoped, would have expected to win. Morisi.
Okay, 12 no.
Dare gets it away. Piscantelli within the metre, over the line. Is he there? He's not, he's held up. And with the time that the scrum will take, Cardiff should win this one.
Just wait.
But Zebre got ever so close.
When they tried to play a bit and they've gone earlier in set, Zebre, they have challenged this Cardiff defensive line. Oh, he's not far away there, is he? I think it's Evan Lloyd that's got an arm under him.
That's close.
As we short first, okay, and then clearly held up inside.
It's not far.
It is not far at all.
Between Mason Grady, Evan Lloyd, and Harry Millard.
Okay there?
Goal line dropout, Cardiff.
Okay, thank you.
What does Harry Miller's leg do here?
All behind.
Last roll inside Zebre.
Here they go then. The Carter. 17th carry.
Okay, tackle now away 7.
He's been asked to do a lot of work, the skipper. Ribaldi. Piscantelli. Schuler off his wing. Zebre, they've scored 1 try. They've probed and they've jabbed and they've tried their very best, but shape has not been there. And they will be defeated in Cardiff on the opening weekend of the URC season. Ben Cambriani.
Yeah, they have got advantage, Zebre. I think they just want to take this, put it in the corner again.
We've a knock on there. We're going back for 21 that rolling.
The try for Zebre
Blue on the wrong side.
will give them a bonus point. So there's still something to scrap for. Richie, have Cardiff impressed you, or have Zebre disappointed you?
Cardiff have got the job done, haven't they? They probably haven't been as accurate
Good discipline down here.
as they were in the first half and the second half, but Zebre will most definitely have disappointed me. They've come to life a bit in this last 15 minutes of the game. Yes, they're missing an awful lot of players, but you've had all pre-season. You'd expect them to look a little bit more organised than they have done and be a bit more accurate than they have been.
Let's have a quick reset now. Can we get our timing right at leaving the line out? Let's get our timing right at leaving the line out. Quick reset. Let's go. Too many players leaving the line out. Let's get it right. Players leaving.
There's been so much talk from those in yellow and blue and black about the first 80 of the new season.
Line it over. Advantage. Loose.
What expectations look like. Not held. Second try for Zebre. They get the losing bonus points, but Cardiff will finish with a grand total of a maximum 5. Locatelli with a score. Zebre get a point. Cardiff get a win.
Yeah, frustrating end to the game for Cardiff. Initially they'd given the penalty away, so the referee on cross is playing advantage. And Locatelli, he just peels off the back of that driving line, pops out the side of it, and the tackle isn't complete, so he can get back up with the ball in hand and gets over the try line. Last play of the game.
Dare with the final action. Conversion is between the posts. Zebre end the game within 5. Whether or not they deserve to finish that close is another question, but Cardiff have done what they so often failed to do last season: claim a win, get the win. They have beaten Zebre. 4 tries for them. Win it. Stevens, Dan Thomas and McNally. It was certainly not a classic, considering where Matt Sherratt's side was last season, where they so often ended up being the bridesmaid. A victory will be taken and accepted. Cardiff 22, Zebre 17.
The Vodacom United Rugby Championship is upon us.
My job here is to get everybody's eyes back on the game.
Kevin Horn gets us underway. Oh, there he goes! The try!